Have you ever imagined a place where the sun never sets for 69 days? Welcome to Norway, a land of wonder, with the second longest coastline in the world and breathtaking fjords that look like they belong in a fairy tale. Norway's beauty is just the beginning. Here, a penguin has been knighted and even the prisons look like luxury resorts. From wild landscapes to quirky traditions, Norway will blow your mind with these 20 mind-blowing facts. Ready to explore further? You won't believe what this amazing country has to offer. Number 1. Life in the world's most luxurious prison. Imagine a prison so humane, it defies expectations. Halden Prison, nestled in the peaceful forests of southern Norway. Inmates wear their own clothes, have keys to private rooms with flat-screen TVs, and enjoy natural light and fresh air. The environment promotes positive change. Behind its tall walls, inmates can learn valuable skills like cooking and carpentry, stay fit in a gym, or create music in a studio. The focus isn't just on learning, it's on building connections. Guards, dressed casually, form respectful relationships with inmates, sharing meals, conversations, and even their contact information for future support. This trust-based approach is central to Norway's system. And it works. Norway's rate of reoffending is under 20%, a striking contrast to many other countries. Halden raises an important question: can treating inmates with respect create a safer society? Norway believes so. But could this approach work elsewhere? Does a facility like Halden offer true justice, or is it too lenient? Next, meet a penguin with a military career that'll blow your mind. Number 2. The king penguin with the highest military rank in history. A penguin in a military uniform sounds like a fantasy, but it's a real tradition in Norway. Meet Nils Olav, a penguin with a rank higher than most humans. It all began in the year 1913 when a Norwegian seaman donated a king penguin to Edinburgh Zoo. Decades later, in the year 1961, the Norwegian King's Guard visited the zoo and fell in love with the penguins, especially one adopted by Lieutenant Nils Agelian. Named Nils Olav, this penguin would embark on an extraordinary military career. In the year 1982, Nils Olav was promoted to corporal. He continued to rise through the ranks, eventually being succeeded by his son Nils Olav II, who followed in his father's flipper steps. In the year 2008, Nils Olav I was knighted by King Harald V of Norway. It was a moment of royal recognition for a penguin like no other. For over a century, these penguins have symbolized the unique bond between the Norwegian King's Guard and Edinburgh Zoo. And who knows, perhaps one day we'll witness the first penguin general. Nils Olav's tale is not just about rank, it's a celebration of the wonderfully unexpected. Before I get to the next fact, I have a special 10-second request for everyone listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And if you do, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Number 3. Massive black gold reserves. Beneath the North Sea lies a treasure more precious than gold. It is oil. This discovery transformed Norway from a humble fishing nation into one of Europe's wealthiest, with oil reserves valued at over $1 trillion. Just 50 years ago, Norway struggled, relying on fishing and shipbuilding. But everything changed when oil was found in the late 60s. Today, Norway stands among the world's top oil and gas producers, competing with giants like Saudi Arabia and Russia. Its state-owned company, Equinor, exports massive energy to Europe, making Norway the continent's largest oil and gas supplier. Oil fueled Norway's rise, funding infrastructure, social programs, and the world's largest sovereign wealth fund, over $1.3 trillion, ensuring future generations benefit from today's wealth. But Norway's success is not just about oil. Unlike other resource-rich nations, it is wisely invested in sustainability. Powered largely by hydropower, Norway is a global leader in green technology, electric vehicles, and offshore wind power. From post-war hardship to becoming one of the world's richest countries, Norway's journey is extraordinary. Yet, as it plans for a future beyond oil, balancing prosperity with sustainability, one question remains: how long can this balance hold? Only time will tell. Number 4. Public disclosure of everyone's income. In Norway, your neighbors can know exactly how much you earn each month. To outsiders, this may seem invasive, but to Norwegians, it is part of their culture of fairness. By law, everyone's income, taxes, and net worth are public. Before 2013, anyone could check this information without your knowledge. But now, if someone looks up your financial data, you will be notified. Why does Norway make this private information public? It's about transparency. This openness helps prevent tax evasion. If someone drives a new Tesla but reports a low income, that would raise suspicion. It keeps people honest. In addition to controlling taxes, it also arouses curiosity and promotes conversation. Every year, Norwegian media shares lists of the highest earners and biggest taxpayers, highlighting wealth and success and prompting discussions about inequality. This unique transparency reflects social values more than financial data and sets Norway apart. Could it be applied elsewhere? That is still up for debate, but Norway's system continues to attract global attention. But Norway's openness doesn't stop at income transparency. Up next, Norway gives children as young as 6 the freedom to define their own gender identity. Number 5. Children can choose their gender from age 6. In Norway, children as young as 6 can now legally choose their gender, highlighting the country's commitment to individual rights and personal freedom. With parental consent, children can update their legal gender through a simple form, eliminating the need for lengthy medical procedures that were once required. This new law reflects Norway's belief that gender is a deeply personal part of who we are, something only the individual can define. Many view it as a positive step toward greater acceptance and inclusivity, supported by a society that values respect for personal identity. While this change has strong support, it also raises important questions. How will it influence society, and what will it mean for future generations as they grow up with more freedom to explore their identities? Norway's progressive approach challenges traditional ideas of gender and has sparked discussions around the world, offering a potential model for other nations to consider in the future. What are your thoughts on this law? Do you see it as a step toward a more inclusive future, or do you think it poses challenges to long-standing norms? Feel free to share your thoughts below. Number 6. The only visa-free archipelago in the world, Svalbard. Imagine a place without borders, where anyone can live and work, no matter their nationality. It may sound like a dream, but it's a reality in Svalbard, a remote archipelago in the Arctic. Just 6 miles from mainland Norway, Svalbard covers 23 square miles and holds a rich history. In the 17th and 18th centuries, a number of people worked there until the area was abandoned. A century later, coal mining revived it, with countries like Britain and the U.S. operating there until World War I. In the year 1920, the Spitsbergen Treaty granted Norway sovereignty, but with an unusual condition: all signatory nations could still access the archipelago's resources. By the year 1925, Svalbard became the only place where anyone could live and work without needing a visa. While anyone can settle in Svalbard, work opportunities are limited. Mining has declined, and today tourism and scientific research drive the local economy. Longyearbyen, the northernmost town in the world, serves as the center of activity. Number 7. Leif Erikson was the first to discover America. Leif Erikson's journey to North America is a remarkable story of courage and discovery, happening over 500 years before Columbus. In the year 1003, Leif, the son of Erik the Red, embarked on an expedition with 15 men, driven by the desire to explore. They sailed west from Greenland, further than any Norwegian had before. Their first sight was a rugged, rocky land, which Leif named Hjul, or the Land of Stones. This is believed to be modern-day Baffin Island, a cold and barren place. But the journey continued. Further south, they reached Markland, the land of forests. This area, thought to be Labrador, featured dense woods and wide beaches, a welcome change from the harsh north. Finally, they arrived in Vinland, a fertile land with mild weather, plenty of salmon and wild grapes. Here, the grass stayed green year-round. Leif and his men spent the winter in this welcoming place before returning to Greenland, inspired by the potential of this new land. Centuries later, in the year 1950s and 1960s, Norwegian explorer Helge Stad and his wife Anne Steiningstad made a groundbreaking discovery. They found evidence of a Norse settlement in Newfoundland, known today as Landsøys Oase Meadows. This discovery confirmed that Leif Erikson and his crew had reached North America long before Columbus. In the year 1978, UNESCO designated Landsøys a World Heritage Site. The site remains a testament to Erikson's incredible journey. Leif Erikson's voyage represents more than just history. It symbolizes humanity's enduring spirit of exploration, reminding us that there is always more to discover in the world. Quite a history, right? But Norway's influence doesn't stop in the past. In fact, it's even impacted something as modern as sushi. Number 8. Where sushi salmon was invented. Many believe salmon sushi comes from Japan, but its true origin is Norway. In the mid-1980s, Norway faced a surplus of salmon and launched Project Japan to introduce their salmon to Japan, a country known for its sushi. Raised in the cold, clean waters of the North Atlantic, it was parasite-free, fresh, and perfect for sushi. Thanks to Norway's initiative, salmon sushi became a sensation in Japan and soon spread across the globe. What started as a solution to an overabundance of fish transformed the world of sushi forever. Now, Norwegian salmon is loved worldwide, a symbol of how one idea can revolutionize global cuisine. If you've ever savored salmon sushi, you owe Norway a thank you. This is just one of many reasons Norway stands out. Stay tuned for more. Number 9. Norway's specialty Surströmming. Let's explore a mystery that fascinates many. Surströmming. This traditional Norwegian dish, made from fermented fish, is more than just food. It's a piece of history, culture, and tradition. Legend tells of a coastal village where, centuries ago, fish stored for long-term use was unexpectedly soaked in water after a fire. Instead of spoiling, the fish transformed. When the villagers tasted it, they discovered a bold, new flavor that was both strong and intriguing. This marked the birth of Surströmming. For those new to it, Surströmming might seem unusual. Herring, fermented in brine for months, develops a rich, distinctive taste and a soft, jelly-like texture. Typically served with creamy cheese and mashed potatoes, this dish offers a unique and unforgettable culinary experience. Surströmming isn't just about taste, it's a connection to Norway's Viking past, a symbol of resilience and innovation. Despite its strong aroma, it remains a beloved tradition, enjoyed in homes, local markets, and even upscale restaurants. So, would you give it a try? Surströmming may not be for everyone, but Norway's creativity certainly shines through. And speaking of creativity, wait until you hear about their passport that holds a secret within its pages. Number 10. Norway's passport and the Northern Lights. Imagine holding a passport that not only represents your identity but also tells a story. In Norway, this is a reality. At first glance, the Norwegian passport is sleek and minimalist, with bold colors: white for immigrants, emerald green for diplomats, and red for citizens. But the magic lies within. Flipping through the pages, you will see a serene view of snow-capped mountains. Hold the passport up to ultraviolet light, and those tranquil mountains will transform into the Northern Lights, glowing with mystical beauty. This stunning revelation is almost like the passport contains a piece of Norway's inner self. The Northern Lights, a mesmerizing wonder that attracts people from all over the world, are embedded in every passport, making it more than just a travel document. It is a celebration of Norway's breathtaking nature. The design, with its lines and shifting colors, reflects the movement of the aurora borealis, giving the passport a sense of mystery and a deeper connection to the land. It's not just about beauty, it's about innovation. The UV feature adds security, making the passport virtually impossible to counterfeit, combining practicality with art. Norway's passport is more than just a document. It's a symbol of the country's deep connection to nature, a small object that carries great meaning and pride. Number 11. The King of Norway who inspired Bluetooth. The story of King Harald Bluetooth, who ruled Denmark and Norway in the late 10th century. Known for uniting warring tribes, Harald brought peace and unity to his kingdom, laying the foundation for modern Denmark. But his legacy took an unexpected turn centuries later. In the year 1998, engineers developing a new wireless technology sought a name that symbolized connection. Jim Kardak, inspired by Harald's ability to unite, proposed Bluetooth. Just as the king united Denmark, this technology would unite devices, enabling them to communicate wirelessly. The name stuck, and today, Bluetooth technology connects over 5 billion devices worldwide. Even the logo on your phone represents Harald's initials in Nordic runes. What started as a nickname for a king with a blue-gray tooth has become a global symbol of connection. Each time you sync your devices, you honor the legacy of a Viking king whose influence bridges past and present. History and technology often merge in fascinating ways, and Bluetooth is proof of how a single life can shape the future in ways no one could have imagined. Number 12. Unique burial restrictions. In the far north of Norway, on the remote Svalbard archipelago, lies Longyearbyen, the northernmost town on Earth. For over 70 years, burials have been restricted here. The ground is frozen, referred to as permafrost. As a result, the roughly 2,000 residents of Longyearbyen live with the reality that they won't stay here forever. If someone becomes ill or nears the end of their life, they are transported to the mainland, 2 hours away. This town isn't meant for long-term settlement. You can work here, but when it's time to retire, you must leave. Life in Longyearbyen is temporary in every sense. Number 13. Owning cats is illegal in Svalbard. This may seem surprising, but it is the case in Svalbard, a remote archipelago in northern Norway. In the village of Barentsburg, life once seemed almost normal with greenhouses and a swimming pool, but one thing sets this place apart: there are no cats. Since the late 1990s, keeping cats has been prohibited to protect Svalbard's fragile ecosystem. They say that cats could affect the local bird population. This decision wasn't made lightly. It reflects the careful balance needed to preserve the environment in such a unique and remote place. In Svalbard, even small actions can have a big impact, reminding us that in this special part of the Arctic, nature always comes first. Number 14. This is the first country to apply maternity leave for fathers. Norway is a nation full of surprises, and its groundbreaking approach to gender equality is one of the most remarkable. It was the first country in the world to offer maternity leave to fathers, yes, fathers. This bold step was taken on April 1st, 1993, to challenge traditional gender roles and encourage shared parenting. Norway's family leave policy is one of the most generous globally. Parents can choose between 49 weeks of fully paid leave or 59 weeks at 85% of their salary, with the expectation that both parents will share childcare duties. This has transformed family life, with more fathers taking leave and mothers returning to work sooner. The result? A more equal division of responsibilities benefiting both parents and children. Despite its success, paternity leave remains controversial. Critics argue it limits family choice, while supporters see it as a crucial step toward gender equality, ensuring fathers have the same chance as mothers to bond with their children. Norway's policies have reshaped societal norms, allowing families to thrive in new ways. As a leader in gender equality, Norway continues to challenge expectations. The question is, will the rest of the world follow? Only time will tell. Norway's commitment to equality is truly inspiring. And finally, we've saved one of the most mind-blowing facts for last: the world's longest road tunnel. Ready to be amazed? Number 15. The world's longest road tunnel. The Lærdal Tunnel is an incredible feat of engineering. Stretching for 15 miles, longer than many cities. It connects the remote Norwegian towns of Lærdal and Arendal, built for around $110 million, but its true brilliance lies beyond its size. This tunnel isn't just about getting from point A to B. It was designed with the driver's mind in focus. Driving through dark, enclosed spaces can be exhausting, but every 3.5 miles, the tunnel opens into brightly lit caverns, providing a mental break without stopping. These breakpoints help drivers stay alert, refreshed, and safe. The tunnel's vibrant lighting system sets it apart. Shifting colors from crisp white to warm yellows and greens mimic the changing sky, creating a surreal atmosphere that keeps drivers engaged and focused. It's not just beautiful, it's a lifeline against drowsiness and boredom. Adding to the safety, rumble strips run along the lanes, jolting drifting drivers awake. Cameras monitor traffic, ensuring quick responses to accidents or breakdowns. The 20-minute drive through the Lærdal Tunnel is more than just a commute, it's an unforgettable journey, merging innovation with care for the people it serves. Number 16. Norway has the second longest coastline in the world. Norway's coastline is a marvel that defies expectations. Though small in size, this northern country boasts the second longest coastline in the world, especially when compared to vast nations like Russia or the US. Stretching along the Skagerrak Strait, the North Sea, and the Barents Sea, Norway's coastline, if measured straight, spans only about 2,650 kilometers. Yet, nature has carved it into a breathtaking labyrinth of fjords, inlets, and islands. These glacier-sculpted fjords, twisting and winding along the coast in countless islands, stretch the coastline to nearly 101,000 kilometers, second only to Canada. This coastline is more than just beauty. It is Norway's lifeline, driving the economy with thriving oil, gas, shipping, and fishing industries. Coastal villages depend on the sea for their survival, and the ocean has shaped the very identity of the Norwegian people. When you see the jagged line on a map, remember that it represents something far greater. Each fjord and island tells a story of survival, of a nation forged by nature's power. Norway's coastline is not just a geographical feature, it is the pulse of a nation, woven into its destiny. Did you know that Norway has the second longest coastline in the world? How does this surprising fact change your perception of this small but mighty country? Comment and chat with me. Number 17. Owning the longest fjord in the world. Fjord is a stunning natural wonder stretching 205 kilometers from the rugged coast to the open ocean. As you travel further into the fjord, the cliffs, some standing as tall as 1,000 meters, create a stunning contrast with the sea. Beneath the surface, the fjord plunges to 1,308 meters, making it both the longest and deepest in Norway and the second deepest in the world. Shaped by glaciers over millennia, Fjord stands as a testament to nature's power. Boats have long been the lifeblood of this region, not just for transportation but as a way to explore the hidden beauty along the fjord. Sailing its waters, you'll pass quaint villages tucked beneath the cliffs, where life flows slowly, in harmony with the landscape. Among Fjord's branches, Fjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, shines brightest. Though only 17 kilometers long, its steep mountains and crystal-clear waters make it a place of pure magic. As you glide through its narrow passage, the world feels untouched, with traditional Norwegian homes and pristine shores whispering of a simpler time. Fjord is one of Norway's most breathtaking spots, a true masterpiece of nature. Many say it's the highlight of their journey, a place where the beauty and power of the natural world are on full display. Number 18. The country with the second most islands in the world. When you think of a country full of islands, Indonesia might come to mind. But Norway, with almost 30,000 islands, quietly holds second place. These islands, scattered along the coast, are mostly wild, remote, and uninhabited, more like nature's untamed gems than places for people. Amidst this wilderness lies the breathtaking Lofoten archipelago. Spanning 12 square kilometers and home to 24,000 people, Lofoten's 7 main islands rise majestically from the sea, like ancient sentinels watching over the narrow straits. The landscape feels almost otherworldly, as if carved by giants. Steeped in Viking history, Lofoten still echoes the spirit of those fierce seafarers. Walking its shores, you can almost feel the presence of Viking longships cutting through the fjords. But Lofoten isn't just about its past. Its natural beauty is staggering. From May to July, the midnight sun casts a golden glow over the islands, making time seem to stand still. In winter, the northern lights swirl above in vibrant shades of green, purple, and blue, leaving you in awe. Though Norway may not be the first place you think of for islands, its mystical landscapes, especially Lofoten, make it a truly enchanting destination where history and nature are deeply intertwined. Number 19. The world's most remote isolated island. Bouvet Island, the world's most remote island, lies in the South Atlantic Ocean at 54 degrees south. Its nearest landmass, the uninhabited Tristan d'Acunha Islands, is over 1,400 miles away. Discovered on January the 1st, the year 1739, by French explorer Jean-Baptiste Charles Bouvet de Lozier, the island was difficult to locate for many years. It wasn't until the year 1825 that Britishman George Norris rediscovered it, briefly claiming it for Britain. In the year 1927, a Norwegian expedition took possession, and by the year 1928, Bouvet Island became officially part of Norway. Today, this small island, covered in glaciers and measuring 19 square miles, with no natural harbors and a climate that makes living there nearly impossible. Despite this, it has become a sanctuary for wildlife. Seals, penguins, and seabirds use the island as a safe breeding ground, and it has been designated an important bird area. Number 20. Svalbard's 69-day midnight sun. From May 18th to July 26th, the island experiences the midnight sun, a stunning phenomenon where daylight stretches for 69 days straight. Day and night dissolve into one unbroken sky of sunlight. While this endless sun might seem like a dream, it comes with its own challenges. No sunsets, no nightfall, just constant brightness, even at 2 in the morning. Locals rely on blackout curtains to simulate darkness and try to sleep in a world where the sun never fades. This bright chapter is followed by its opposite. From November to January, Svalbard plunges into the polar night when the sun never rises and darkness cloaks the land for weeks. This extreme cycle of light and dark touches every part of life, from wildlife migration to the rhythms of human work and mental health. If you liked today's video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.